Hey guys! If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you decided to click on this video, and I hope you find this video helpful in any way at all, and I hope that it makes you happy. It makes you feel more prepared for college, because I know that it can be kind of a scary thing. I think probably one of the scariest parts about college is making friends. At least that's what I get asked about probably the most in any comment that I receive or in my Instagram DMs or anything like that. You guys are always asking me like, hey Britt, like I'm scared, like I wasn't that outgoing in high school, or like I was outgoing in high school and I don't know what I should do for college. Like I get tons of questions about this, and like I understand that it can be kind of worrisome because no one wants to be alone in college, because it's just a scary thought. It's a big new change and you're moving to maybe a new place, and all of a sudden it's like you're the new kid in high school, but this high school is like way bigger and you feel like you're going to get lost in like the swarms and masses of people also joining, which just isn't true. I've pulled together a bunch of tips for you guys to use to make friends in college. Trust me, even if you go by this step to step perfectly, it's not that easy. I didn't make tons of new friends the second I stepped onto campus. You guys think that I'm Miss Popular, but I really am not. I'm not. I didn't just walk onto campus and have a huge group of friends that I could hang out with all the time. Like, I went through what every other freshman goes through, but it's not the end of the world. Like, it's kind of a nice time to reflect on yourself and figure things out. Like, I'm glad that I had a little bit of time to myself in the beginning to figure out who I was and who my people were. But just to help you guys and ease your worries about being alone in college and being completely friendless, which I promise you won't be, I decided to make this video so you guys could feel a little bit better about it. The first tip is just to be yourself. It sounds very simple, but I know it can be tricky to put yourself out there like that. But you really just need to be yourself, because first of all, if you're not yourself, then you're not going to find the people that are looking for someone like you. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But here's the thing, is that there are certain things about you that make you you, and that make other people who they are. If you're not open about those traits of yourself, you're not going to find the people who also have things in common with you. One of the goals in college is to find your people. And if you're not honest about who you are, then you're not going to be able to find that group of people who you will bond with and have so much fun with, and who you'll feel like you have like a connection with. And I personally would rather be friendless than be friends with people who weren't really my friends, who I had nothing in common with, who I was just hanging out with to put on a show, who I had gone to high school with and we were a cute group and we just, you know, run around and take pictures and pretend to be friends. Like, that seems like a waste of time. Like, I would rather be by myself in that case, like if I wasn't truly happy with my friends. So number one, the most important thing I would say is to definitely just be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't try to fit in somewhere where you know that you're not going to. Don't force yourself to go to parties if you don't want to. You don't have to pretend you believe something that someone else does to be their friend. Just keep being yourself. And like, yes, not everyone is going to love you if you be yourself, but I love this saying, like, I might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I might be someone's like shot of whiskey or something like that. Like, you would rather be someone that your people get fired up about than someone who can be taken pretty easily because you're like a watered down version of yourself, which, why would you want to do that to yourself? It's not going to feel real, and you'd be miserable in the end. In college, there was definitely a group of girls that I really wanted to fit in with, but they didn't like want me in their group or whatever, and I definitely was like bummed about that a lot of times. But you always forget, like, I feel like people always want to be with the people that don't want to be with them, when they need to step back and appreciate the people that appreciate them back. As long as you focus on the people who appreciate you and you appreciate them back, you're going to have a great time. You're going to make awesome connections and build loving support systems for you to come home to and rant about your homework assignment or a party that you went to together. It's a lot more fun that way and real. Number two is be outgoing and to realize that everyone else is in the same boat. If you're a freshman, you know, coming to college, well, guess what? There's like thousands, maybe hundreds of other freshmen who also are coming to college for the first time. So it's not like you're this new kid that shows up and everyone already knows each other. Like, no one knows anybody. So just keep that in mind and, you know, think about it. Like, when you're sitting down in class and you're like, wow, I really wish someone would come and say hi to me, or someone would ask me to go hang out with them, like I feel so lonely. Just remember that you can be that for somebody else. Like, you could go up to someone else that you see in the class and be like, hey, what's up? Like, what's your name? My name's Brittany. Unless your name's Brittany, of course. and be like, how are you doing? What's your major? Like, are you rushing? Do you want to join this club? Have you heard about this movie coming out? Like, talk to them, like, approach people and treat people the way that you would want to be treated. And that's also, it's going to feed back. You're putting in good energy into the world, good energy into them. They're going to appreciate that. If you're a warm, friendly person, you will attract other people. Just remain positive. And number 3, which is kind of the same thing like I mentioned earlier about finding your people, your group of people, is to join clubs like sororities. Maybe you want to join a swim club, maybe you want to join a sport though, or a fraternity, or a book reading club, or underwater basket weaving club, whatever you want to do, try out for that club. Like, get involved, like plug yourself into the school, because what you put in is what you get back. Like, if you're interested in working for a magazine, they have magazines usually on campus that you can join. I think that's a really good idea. And through those clubs, you'll meet people you have things in common with slowly over time, because colleges can be really big, but you can make them really small by narrowing it down and going to clubs and joining groups or joining churches that are around the campus. And you can make it small and you can find your group of people, and that's how it works. Number 4, I would say, this is a weird one, but be on Facebook. As soon as you're accepted and you know which college you're going to, make sure you have a Facebook profile set up, because they will invite you to join the college's Facebook page. And then from there you can join other Facebook pages that you have things in common with people. And it's a really cool way to meet your classmates that are coming in that year. That's how I met my current close best friends that I have and hang out with in college all the time, through a Facebook page for my college and my year in college. So make sure you make a Facebook page. You do have to be plugged in on there. I know Facebook is kind of weird and like most high schoolers don't use it anymore, but once you get in college, like, we use it still. So definitely do that, make your Facebook. And number 5, this is a tip that I learned later on my freshman year of college. Like, I didn't learn this until fall. Someone told me this. And it's, if you don't feel like you're being invited to things and it doesn't feel like you have a group of friends and you're missing out and you feel like you just won't be invited and it sucks or whatever, just take a step back and realize that you have the power also to invite people yourself. Like, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, instead of pouting about a group of girls not wanting to hang out with you, a group of guys, or any group of people that doesn't want to hang out with you and they don't invite you to do their things, why don't you take in consideration that maybe other people also feel that way and be that person that invites them over to your apartment or your dorm for like a movie night or like a snack night. Like, you know, think of those people that you had connections with before and be like, hey, you know what, would you like to come over to my place? And then, pow, like, there you go. Like, you have people hanging out with you and going to your house. Like, it's very simple and like it feels like impossible, but like you have the power to make someone else feel welcome and better about themselves, which will in return make you feel better. So like, that's a really good tip that I would definitely recommend. Like, take the power back. Like, don't mope around at home that you're not being invited to something. Make your own thing, invite your own friends, and appreciate people who appreciate you. 6 is, don't just sit in your room. Try to be outside of your dorm or your apartment as much as you can, because I know it's comfortable and I know Netflix is great and I know that like you have a lot of homework, but and I'm not saying go out every night. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying, oh, you never have to sleep again. Like, if you're going to do homework in your room, you might as well do homework at the library and maybe text one of your friends or text someone who you'd like to be your friend to come with you. And that's just a way to like get out of there, because it sucks when you're like your freshman year of college and you feel kind of out of place, so you just like stay in your dorm or your apartment and like it doesn't feel good. Like, you feel alone, you feel isolated. Like, don't isolate yourself. Put yourself out there, get involved. You know, you guys are gonna do awesome in college if you're going there. Don't stress out about it. Really, it's not the end of the world. Like, you're going to do great. You will have friends. You're not going to fail all of your classes. If you have any more questions about college, please comment them down below. I'm deciding to make a lot of college videos since the school year is about to start all over again. I'm so excited to be back at UF with my sorority sisters. Oh my god. So yeah, if you have any more questions, comment them down below and I might make a video about it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I think you guys are going to do awesome. It's not as scary as it sounds. You're going to kill it. And if you have any questions, always feel free to DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram link. People do it a lot and they're always surprised when I answer, but I tell you guys that I usually do and I try to. Unless it's like a dumb question, I will ignore it. Yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day. If you enjoyed this video and you want other information about college or being a YouTuber or being a 19-year-old girl who likes fashion and makeup and stuff like that, definitely subscribe to my channel. The button is down below. It's red and it says subscribe on it. Also, there's a little bell next to it you can click to get notifications whenever I post a video, because sometimes the subscription notifications are a little bit sketchy. I would definitely click that bell. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!